Season 6 of NBA 2K26, and welcome back to this season's featured park, NBA 2K16's Old Town.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Raptors. At center, Jakob Poeltl. It's time to meet the starting five. We go.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Poeltl in its center. And for the Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Cohen is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Daniels in at the 3 spot. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count.
And they pick up 2.
And once he got... got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Pass to Johnson. And a wide open look for McCollum. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
Well, McCollum is never afraid to get competitive at the arc.
Nice shot by Pirtle. For Atlanta, they've got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Count it.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Quickly the pass to Ingram. There's the triple. Atlanta with the rebound.
And he against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Okay, wow. A Conru. Unreal.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. And last year, Coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment, but they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
On the wing quickly. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his third assist on the night. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time. And as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in the...
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
And here's Barnes for three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
outside Daniels. Johnson, a wide open look, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Quickly kicks to Ingram. From past the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, Ingram can go shot for shot with anybody in the league. That three at the other end only seems to fuel his fire.
Alexander Walker.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
It's good from long range.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Atlanta making some changes. Kuminga's come in for Jock Landale. And Zachary Rieseshay is subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And McCollum with the slam.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Shoots over Johnson. Again, Toronto.
Well, he probably didn't need the fadeaway. There's an example of style points.
Rieseshay up top. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Stripped away. Here's Shed. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And the basket by McCollum.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this play.
Pass to Dick. Daniels with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
Well, credit the quick hands of Dyson Daniels. He gets the steal that gets them out on the break.
Fires from deep. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high-percentage looks.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Hawks ahead, ending the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've also done a great job.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put into reviewing it, with double-checking, and the game continues on.
Yeah, a moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. Great showing for him last season. He was around 19 points per game last year, 7 rebounds and 6 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Ingram outside. The tray gets the three-pointer to fall. Ingram's got 6.
Well, look, you have to stay connected to Ingram. He's such a good shooter.
Here's Alexander Walker.
And you just know you're going to see something miraculous whenever he's in the house.
He's really one of the special athletes we have in this league. And that one's good, Barnes.
This is something Barnes needs to keep working on. When he's hitting from 3, this guy is almost unguardable.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. Okongwu's checked in for Jock Landale. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson-Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Alexander Walker.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, then is going for the jump.
Toronto calls timeout. And this matchup with the Hawks is their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
And while these aren't rivals, a long season series is one you always want to get the better end of.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And here's Quickly for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of a court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position.
I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you've got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, with that explosive leaping ability, Okongwu is someone who spaces the floor vertically.
Good on the three-point shot. Barrett's got his third bucket of the night.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D chills her.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Zachary Rizachet is checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. To stand both the 23 and 24 first overall picks coming from France. Rizachet, the top selection by Atlanta in 24.
Look, and I thought Rizachet just got better as his rookie year went on, and he's going to continue to improve from year to year. This guy can shoot the ball, he can defend, and he really improved his passing as the year went on.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
Yeah, that would put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Your classic combo guard, C.J. McCollum, can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times, a valuable piece for this team.
For three, Barrett misses the hole and is now through for four. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 14-6 run. Okongwu, the pass to McCollum. Back to Okongwu. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Okongwu's now got 4 this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
For the Hawks, Johnson comes in for Newell. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Okongwu. The Raptors have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Shed connects from three-point range. Shed's got 5 now.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. It's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Toronto, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Driving inside. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Jock Landale's checked in for Atlanta. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Rizachet with the steal. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Team is in a penalty.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gaze checked in. Dick, that's good.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Pass to Gay. Back to McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Rizashea. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Rizashea's got 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Mobo. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Daniels has got 7 points.
And look, Daniels knows he has to keep working on his jumper. And these kind of shots only improve his confidence.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
One-on-one here. Here's Battle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
57.
Welcome back, everybody. A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He ended up with 17 points. And it's just about...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, C.J. McCollum has... been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with McCollum, and it's Daniels, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Yep, that one goes.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can fill it up.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc. Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
McCollum dishes to Okongwu. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Okongwu. And that's now 9 points for Dyson Daniel. Bertle, the pass to Barrett. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently, 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Kisper's checked in for the Hawks. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Quickly.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And the Hawks making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. As break, here come the Raptors. Barnes with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And that one is good. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Okongwu. Softly drops in the floater.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
It's blocked. They retain possession.
Timed it just right. Okongwu with a great block.
He takes it in, and Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for the Raptors, Brandon Ingram.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, for Ingram, it's just all about staying healthy because when he is, he's a huge piece for this team.
Atlanta making some changes. Jock Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Newell comes in for Jalen Johnson. And Zachary Rizachet is subbed in for Kuminga. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trace Jackson Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Raptors. Amu Kelishvili is checked in. And Dick subbed in for Ingram.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Shed. Hits the three-point bomb. Shed's got 8 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the Raptors making a change here. Quickly's checked in. And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They're checked in for the Raptors.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Hawks making a change here. Daniels is checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this team.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Tyson Daniels on top.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
A 3 from Quickly, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Newell. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Turnover turnovers continuing to be a problem here in this quarter.
Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Raptors also with a sub. Hurdle's checked in.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Landale. Kispert finds Daniels. Releases. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Daniels has got 11 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for Atlanta, Corey Kispert.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Corey Kispert.
C.J. McCollum.
McCollum against Quickly. A good look for McCollum. Gets a very good look and converts. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Good on the shot.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Pass to Walter. Lets it go with the three. Nailed from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Quickly.
Third personal.
That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots to the line here. The first one falls.
Yeah, for some reason, McCollum has always flown under the radar. But he's a constant threat to score 20-plus points, and he does it efficiently.
The shot's good from Quickly.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up to the opponent.
Jim McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Ingram is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walter in at the 2-guard spot.
At the line for the Raptors, Jakob Poeltl. 1 shot.
The Hawks leading by 6. Poked away. Poeltl with the steal. The finish. And that one's good quickly.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, but right there, Okongwu makes up for it with his athleticism.
And that one's good, Ingram.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Knocked away. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Daniels, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Ingram outside. Lets the three fly, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Here's Daniels. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Hawks lead by 5. It's Ingram on the wing. And stolen by Daniels. All alone. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with touch.
Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
A three from Quickly. Buries it from three-point range. Quickly's got 16 points here in the second half. Atlanta calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just just let them get their legs back under them.
And the Raptors making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. The coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you, Allie. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
And Pirtle is so polished in the post. Defenders are always nervous when he has the ball down low.
Both free throws good from Pirtle. The Hawks leading by 4. Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I definitely like Okongwu's assertiveness here. Really going for it and getting fouled.
And that one falls for Okongwu. Both free throws good from Okongwu. Raptors trail by 6. To the right side. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
The 3.
Mamu Kelishvili has got himself on the board with 3 there. Alexander Walker passes to Kuminga. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Again, Toronto.
And that's what Barnes brings to the table. Scotty is a point forward with a great feel for the game.
Pass to Daniels. Now Okongwu, defended by Pirtle. Here's Daniels. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the Raptors call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. McCollum's checked in for Kuminga. Pass to Walter. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And it's all evened up. Mamu Kelishvili has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or tip.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, when a great scorer can also hurt you with the pass like Ingram did there, it makes them much tougher to defend.
A 3 from McCollum. Cans it from downtown. McCollum's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks.
Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done. Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you got to be careful how you guard McCollum because he's skilled at drawing those whistles.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And some changes here for the Raptors. It's checked in for Walter. And quickly in for Pirtle. Raptors trail by 3. Ingram outside. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Well, just huge points there from Ingram. His length is so often an advantage in those situations.
To take the lead, and the Raptors hit again from deep. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers, that they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Johnson finds Alexander Walker. Wound up there for Johnson.
Well, it's easy to see Johnson oozing with confidence once he has the rock. Wants the ball in big spots.
Here's Toronto now. Here's Barnes. Ingram outside. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Right between the eyes.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
I love the effort from the Congo here, taking ownership of an important possession.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
A play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
Jakob Poeltl's check in for Toronto. Here's Barrett. Ingram outside. A 3-ball. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt. They might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And to McCollum. Nails both of them.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Fires the 3. There's the triple.
Well, I can tell you, in moments like this, Ingram wants the ball in his hands, and he can deliver.
Count it! Oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. Then it's Barnes. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. And Murray Boyles in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot from the wing. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Barnes.
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
On the wing, Barnes. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
That's tipped. Kuminga with it. And now by Barnes. And Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Tyson Daniels comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Hawks making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And the 3-ball is good. Ingram's got 40 points.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
Toronto, Brandon Ingram. What's up?
And he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
McCollum kicks to Johnson. Drains the three-pointer.
Quick attack there by Johnson so that the defense has little time to react to him getting the ball.
And here's Ingram from the connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. The Raptors making a switch here. Shed's checked in. As Jackson Davis is checked in for Toronto. He lobs it up and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Good! Another from three.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
Well, you just got to love the control McCollum possesses on those in-between jumpers.
It's Ingram on the wing. Here's the three. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Hits the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives. Launches it. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 10. Wasted no time on that one. McCollum's got 46 points.
And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, maybe a break in play.
Well, this crowd can do nothing but watch in awe, GA. He has been spectacular.
Well, look, this guy's been on another level in this one. Every time he lets it fly from the perimeter, it feels like it's going to fall. We're watching a historic performance.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Stolen away. Here's Jackson Davis. And McCollum with the block.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Substitution on the court.
On the inbound, the shot's good from Kispert.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so it's the Raptors winning this one. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.